Hi, I'm Parker Ortanes, and I'm running to be your next Student Body Inclusion and Equity Coordinator. First, I would like to thank our teacher sponsors for making Senate such an amazing place, allowing me to be where I am today. I'd also like to thank the senior class for allowing me to have such amazing opportunity, as well as Annika for being such a great opponent. Now, what does equity mean to you? Because I know when I was younger, I thought equity and equality were the exact same thing. However, throughout my life, I've seen the difference between the two. Because as you know, equity is the virtue of fairness and justice. But not only that, it means acknowledging everyone comes from varying situations, and thus different people should be provided different support. Most importantly though, it means everyone should be provided with the same opportunities as one another. This is so important in today's world, and especially here at Creek, due to the sheer amount of students that we have. With around 4,000 students here at Creek, it comes with so much diversity and uniqueness, and there's so many people with different backgrounds, values, and interests, and every single one of these people deserves to have the same opportunities as one another. That is why it's so integral to demonstrate equity within our school. Now, as Equity and Inclusion Coordinator, I will improve the equity shown here at Creek by first building off of what William is doing with a Google form sent out to clubs to have them attend business meetings. I will discuss with him certain aspects of this plan that were very beneficial, as well as aspects of the plan that were maybe lacking a little bit, and improve them to further help clubs come in and inform Senate about potential issues within the community. I want to discuss aspects. Becoming informed by certain clubs about potential issues is the first way that we as Senate can help address these problems and help these clubs with these problems. So this will also help Senate become more connected to varying clubs and have a strong relationship with them, further bolstering inclusion within our community. I also believe that advertising for Senate to be a place where individuals can express issues that are present within our school would be very important for Senate's goal of being a voice for the student body. Both being informed by clubs and students about potential issues here at Creek can greatly improve the equity that we express as a school and as Senate. So why do I specifically want to be the Inclusion and Equity Coordinator? Well, let me give you some background. I went to a kindergarten through 8th grade school before Creek, and this school was very small. You knew everyone, and everyone knew you. I had been friends with these students for 9 years and really didn't know too many other people. The thing about this school was it filtered into many different schools, and the people that I had made connections with over these 9 years were gone. Only around 15 from my grade of the 4,000 here at Creek came from my old school. It was nerve-wracking to think about going to a school without the people you were closest with. Luckily, I had some neighborhood friends that allowed me to become more comfortable and introduced me to more people at Creek, and I know without these connections, I wouldn't be standing up here today. Another major factor in helping me become more comfortable at Creek was joining the soccer team, because I made some of the best friends on that sophomore team and wouldn't give up that experience for anything. Now, why am I telling you all this? Because despite being a minority, I was able to find my place here at Creek, and I want everyone who may feel intimidated by Creek or anyone that doesn't know that too many people to have the same experience as me. I want them to feel like they belong, to feel like they have a place within this amazing community. I want them to join the clubs that they love, because with 90+ active clubs here at Creek, there's something for everyone. Now, how am I going to allow students just like me to have the same experience as me? Well, first, I want to work closely with our future secretary to create an Instagram account where we can facilitate all the advertising for clubs and allow students to find out about certain clubs that you wouldn't know about and how to join them. This will be a one-stop place where people can find out all about these clubs. This will allow students to find out about different clubs and about students that are similar to them, and it'll help lots of students just fit in. I also want Senate to have more involvement with ILC and the unified teams. The program that we have set up right now is super amazing, but I feel like if we have a rotation between Senate, we can get lots of people to be involved with different aspects of the school. I also believe that holding more events and collaborating with the unified teams will be beneficial for everyone, because the Senate versus Unified game that we held earlier this year was a huge success and created lots of positivity within the community. In general, I think if we can create activities with more clubs as well as unified teams, it will create a much more inclusive and unified community for all. That is why I hope you consider to vote Parker for Student Body Inclusion and Equity Coordinator, so we can all help Creek become a place for everyone. Thank you.
All right, Parker, we have a couple questions for you. So the first one is, As you know, Ms. Devitt will be the new activities director next year. So what steps will you take to ensure that this transition goes smoothly within Senate and within your position specifically?
Yeah, I think that just starts with everyone just treating her just as you would treat Dr. K and anyone else, and just getting her like involved within lots of community service events as well as activities, just to see what we do in Creek as a whole and Senate as a whole, just so she can kind of become familiar with the kind of like the aspects in what we do here. I think that would be super important to maintain the culture that we've kind of created in Senate, as well as like just integrate her into a ever-changing and evolving Senate that we want to create here.
Awesome. So, what is a problem that you see within Cherry Creek High School, and how will you use your position as Student Body Inclusion Equity Coordinator to address this problem?
Yeah, so definitely a big problem right here is clubs don't have a lot of like say and stuff. I know there's many clubs with lots of issues here in Creek, and I think that kind of like addressing this problem starts here in Senate, just because we can be a voice for a lot of different clubs to kind of talk about different issues. And I think because we have the most influence with like student boards and like education boards, so I think having clubs come in here and talk about the issues that they see are prevalent and they think are most important, I think that would be super crucial in addressing lots of problems that different clubs have and just creating more inclusion in general.
Awesome. Thank you, Parker.